Konnichiwa.
Itadakimasu.
Rub-a-dub-dub. Thanks for the grub. This is chapter 23 of Ikanai Kanajo no O Tetsudai. That's Ghost Girl for any of you guys who are not fluent in Nipponese.
Mm-hmm. Impressive. I see during our break you've been studying Japanese. And
I have.
I think you've mastered it.
Yeah, and if you're not caught up to the deepest lore of all of it, it's I'm Aiden and this is Tom. Tom, say hello to the millions of people watching.
Hello to the millions of people watching.
So we join our intrepid heroes on doing exactly what we're doing now, content creation. They're influencers, or seek to be.
Yes, one day hopefully they can grow to such prominence as we have.
So when I first saw this, I saw VTube, and it's like, okay, is it VTuber or is it YouTube?
Oh, it's YouTube, definitely. Yeah.
Because
although the picture, I could see your confusion because it's just like a dude's face, and VTubers are just a dude's face, although typically they're anime girls. I think that's like the tip-off.
I assume that like 90% of Japanese YouTube is VTubers. Is that correct?
I have no idea.
That and maybe like food videos of them cooking stuff. I see a bunch of those.
Yeah, I do know that this guy, Hikakin, is based on a real guy, Pikakin TV. No, I got the names swapped, but you know,
Pikachu.
Whichever one isn't in the chapter is the real one. And he has a lot of views. I think this one had like, I don't know, 23 million, or a lot of millions of views.
Yeah.
The video that this is parodying, actually, where he, what are they called? They were just in a couple chapters ago. The mud balls that they polish.
The bug balls?
Mud.
The mud. Oh, okay,
I forgot the
yeah,
exact
I've
name.
seen things like that. It's like making the world's smoothest mud ball.
Yeah.
Those were trending a couple years ago.
Yeah, so
that's what he does. That's his
Doro
forte.
Dango. That's what. Yeah, and he did this. He did a video of making one of those out of tinfoil.
I've seen that thumbnail.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't have to watch it for this, but I watched and thumbed through a good chunk of it to watch this. It was weird. Not worth like the 20 minutes that it took.
They never are. No YouTube video is worth 20 minutes.
No.
Except for ours.
Of
Except
course.
for this.
Yes,
What are you watching right now?
Quick, what's the runtime of this video going to be?
19.99.
Awesome. Yeah. Wait, that rounds up to like 20,
Exactly.
30. Oh no.
So we see Rinko over here. She's like, dang, I bet popular YouTubers have a lot of friends. Spoilers, no, that's not correct.
Well, we wouldn't know.
Well, as the world's premiere, one of the most popular channels on this app, you know, I can tell you, I can break the illusion that, I
have no friends. I can promise you that. Before we leave this page, though, I think it didn't cause me to take so long on this chapter, but something that did take a lot of time was tracking down and then downloading the actual font used for YouTube, and then doing all of these like UI panels. It kind of drove me crazy.
Wow, nobody would care if you
Trust me,
if
though,
it wasn't the font.
it makes such a difference.
Does it?
It really does. When you see it, you're like, wow, this looks good. I mean, look at it.
It does, yeah.
With the exception here of the video description, which is the only YouTube UI element I did not translate.
And that's fine.
Yeah, and it's only in this one panel, but we'll see in future panels that it looks good.
All right, we've got the JK girl pose.
She's instantly becoming an e-girl, dude.
Yep.
She's like mastered it, like the trashy selfies, and then like
it's innate in their blood.
Yeah,
like it's
a blood memory kind of thing.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, she's returning to tradition, and she's yelling at Yohei because he dared to speak to her
while she was filming. Yeah,
it's his phone. She's like she jacked his phone and is using it for like e-girl promotion, thoughterry, if you will.
Yeah, well, it's like sounds more like you're making an ad for an escort service.
Yeah.
And then here we go. This is my face all the time.
Oh yes, very relatable.
Vtuber Rinko, like that's okay. We got to teach her some SEO on how to do the proper thumbnails.
We'll get to that. But I also want to comment. I like the channel name pun kind of thing.
Rinko channel.
Yeah, but it's like Rinko-chan.
Yeah.
Nel. It works better in Japanese.
I see it. It
kind of works in English.
And then boom, we have the rest of the harem cast.
Yeah.
Interrupting the filming. Ghost Latte. There you go.
Yeah.
So can the people see her on the camera?
I think so, because historically we've seen. I think Umekichi has seen her through his camera. Remember?
Well, then why would people think she's a ghost if she's not?
Well, look at her hair right now. She's doing ghost things.
And
that's why even what Brian Nishino, I think his name was, he even says like, look, your CG is pretty good, but come on. You can do better. As a quick aside, I love her face in the bottom right there. It's so adorable. It's like she's so proud.
And we see Najimi is also an aspiring YouTuber.
Yes, and
it's-
also very proud of her channel.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, you guessed it. I'm from Nachi's dance show.
Yeah, like
Who?
everybody knows.
Yeah.
And then our boys like, you only have 102 subs. It's like, ooh, this is getting a little too close. Luckily,
I know.
You know, we got more than 102.
Well, not too
Not,
many.
not too bad, but we beat her. We beat her. We beat a cute high school girl dancing.
I know.
That's a pretty impressive
that's very
thing.
impressive.
They should have a YouTube play button for that.
We beat a fictional character with a fictional channel. And I love her excuse. She's like, yeah, well, I like it this way because I won't get doxxed.
Yeah. It's like
Very
when
defensive.
it's like when somebody goes to the gym. I don't want to get too buff.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Don't worry, you won't. And then here we go. This is honestly great life advice. Rinko, let me teach you the most important thing to know there is about being a VTuber.
The final red pill.
A high school girl can get reasonably popular no matter what she does. Boom.
So
That's
true.
the secret to life, man.
So true.
It's like, yeah, and she's self-aware enough to know that that's what the gimmick is.
Although that kind of calls into question her channel quality. If she can only get 102, she's a high school girl and doing like dances, which I feel like a lot of like older kind of pervy types who would watch a video for a little girl would want to see her dance. How are you only doing 102 subscribers?
Exactly. She just probably started it.
Yeah, we'll say
Started
that.
it
We'll
last
say
week,
that.
yeah. All right, and then we got Rinko doing a hardcore history podcast with drawings.
Yeah, with picture shows, which is I wasn't sure how to say it or how to like translate that. It's like kamishibai, which is like literally like paper, like play or
Paper,
performance,
yeah.
something like that. Which honestly, I knew the word, but I thought it was more like paper dolls kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So like kind of a sock puppet performance. So I was kind of surprised to see that it's like, I don't know, the paper board or whatever.
Yeah. And then here we go. This is the thumbnail that I'm just gonna cut and paste this and blow it up and make that the thumbnail. Show and hell story time.
Yeah, and I'm reasonably proud of that pun. Going back to the name Kamishibai, she named this video Kamishibai, but the she was like replaced with the character for death, which is also pronounced she. So, you know, it's kind of got that deadly paper picture show play thingy vibe to it. And I think that pun's pretty good in translating that.
Kuchiki, do you have any advice on do you think you could come up with something? And she's like, well, I can't tell everyone that I run the #1 Jason Statham fan club.
I know. Which is relatable on a lot of levels, you know, hiding your power level kind of thing.
Like, you know, I can't tell my wife or my girlfriend that I'm part of the #1
Yes, of
Japanese Scanlation podcast, dude.
Well,
I
also-
can't tell any of the girls in my harem.
I know. Also, because it's kind of hard to talk to a fictionary or a fictional imaginary character.
My body pillows talk back all the time. They tell me to burn things.
Nice. And this Jason Statham, Sute-sama. I don't think I've ever left it in as Sute-sama, but she's called him that.
And it
almost
would have been much
exclusively.
harder to go through. And
That's why I decided to lean into it.
Yeah.
I mean, the Sute comes from like Sute-sam or something like
I could
that.
have put, I might have put a translator note like right here.
I thought about it,
It's Jason Statham.
but I don't do that. If you've read this far, you know that he's a
I
recurring
know, but
character.
we've talked about it. We had a whole
I know.
hour-long talk about this on an episode. Though.
I don't recall. I do know that it's been brought up, but I know that I'm right.
Exactly 20K subscribers.
Well, no, YouTube rounds now.
So they would just say 20K. They don't do the extra zeros then. It would say 20 in the letter K.
Oh, you're right.
But this was
I wonder
also,
if that's my fault. I'd have to check the original
Who
ROMs.
cares, really?
Well, I care.
But it's this was done in 2018. Did they do that yet? No, I don't think so. Because it was in the PewDiePie Wars against T-Series, which was at the end or beginning of 2019.
Probably the beginning, because it feels like it was years and years.
I know, but see,
lifetimes ago.
it feels like I mean, there were a lot of things that I can barely remember memes from January.
Remember the Killer Hornets? I don't.
No. Pepperidge Farm remembers. It's like all those memes that are like, if you lose, your girlfriend gets to go through your phone, and then like the dude is like pulling out like a slide rule to calculate the best angle of like a pool shot or something on 8-ball pool.
I've never seen
There's
that,
like
but it's fun. That's funny.
It comes in all different things. Or it's like he takes it super seriously. He's like sweating. He's like,
Yeah.
It's like, and boom, there goes her phone. And now they find out that, no, it's actually super cool that you have a weird fetish for.
It's not, though.
Yeah. Well, it's super cool that she's got 20K subs.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But like,
takes a lot of work.
Are they being supportive, or are they genuinely impressed? I think it's the latter, which is weird.
They're
to me.
impressed that she has so many views.
I mean, I am too, but especially with something so niche as Jason Statham.
That's the best way to make a niche site.
Yeah, but 20,000. It seems like a lot.
I bet there's a real life Jason Statham fan channel that
I
has
should
more
look
than
it up.
20K. I bet it has more than 20K.
I want to look. That
Dude, his
up now.
movies are cool. He's a cool guy.
Well, specifically a Japanese fan channel. That's what I'd be
okay,
curious
that's true. Yeah, that's true. You know what? He kind of reminds me of Stamper, like just because he's bald with
I'm not familiar enough with what Stamper looks like.
He looks like that, but maybe a little bit skinnier.
He looks like the guy who I said reminds me of him.
And then we've got Awaken My Masters over here.
Yeah. Very awkward. Very.
Heidi, and where'd she get that? She just had it unfolded from her locker? Or
That's a really good question. I think you will not get a really good answer.
No, it's hammer space.
Yeah.
Show off your passionate dance moves and
yeah, I don't think that makes sense.
use Jason Statham to bring the characters to life as he's cardboard. Yeah, this really doesn't make a lot of.
The original, I think, was something like to bring it into 3D or something. But I don't know. It was strange.
Commander, sir, this war is hell. It's like, this is just people.
I know.
He's like, oh, this is awful. He says, I want to go home.
Yeah.
Like
Well, he's like the officer or the grunt or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. The whole army scene, to me, I don't think it sounded dramatic. The dude's like, go get me that ammo box, you grunt. And I guess the idea is that he'd have to run across like
the minefield
places
or
without
whatever,
cover.
yeah.
Risking himself to getting shot. I don't know. It didn't work for me.
Anyway, it turns out Rinko went kind of transparent on by her feet.
She went ghost. I'm going to go ghost.
Now she's got a bunch of friends up on the roof, but of course, too shy to go out there.
Well, who would?
Yeah, yeah. And then
there's so many of them.
Can everybody see her now, or is it? Yeah,
I think
knows?
only if you are like attuned to it.
Yeah,
because like Umakichi can't. Yeah, I think Muko can't. Maybe she's learned to. I don't remember where we left off.
I don't think she can.
It was like 10 months ago that we saw a chapter with her.
And here we go. I can't tell them the truth. I can't tell them that I run the PG for You channel with over 20 subscribers.
Yeah,
So go subscribe, everyone. Like and subscribe. Thank you for reading.
Yeah, make it over 200. Pretend that I forgot a 0. Prove me wrong.
Take a look at some of these awesome comments that you guys left. Shizan says, Kuchiki is such a Jason Statham fan. LOL. Yes, that's true. War has never been so much fun. I'm assuming that's a quote from one of his movies, but I don't know.
I don't know. That sounds more like Worms or some video game.
Yeah. Tamerlane, who I see commenting on almost every of the same mangas that I read. I feel like this F's with the manga a little bit. I didn't realize that she could be recorded, and the fact that everyone knows where they are means that they've essentially doxed themselves. Though how I don't know, and also how the F a bunch of high school screwing around on a rooftop got that many views is beyond me. You didn't listen to the chapter. High school girls doing anything is gonna get you a lot of views.
Yeah, that and people know. Well, never mind. He knows. Never mind. Just got that part.
Goat Rider says, big gay. Okay, thank you for biting commentary on the state of the world. Gay. Shizan also says, yeah, it ends in 6 chapters, so there's not much left before the end game.
True.
Where Thanos comes and does whatever Thanos does. He's like, R.I.P. This is sad, even though this is probably one of the top few quality mangas we regularly get updates for.
Ooh, regularly?
Hey, he posted it 2 days ago, so it's good enough for him. If it's good enough for Tamerlane, it's good enough for everybody else. Like,
yeah. I'm going to work to try to be more frequent.
Show in Hell, a brilliant pun. There you go.
Nice, thank
you. There you go, Tom. So when does he F the ghost? When does he handhold with the ghost? I think they've already handholded.
There are only 6 chapters left.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been inside her. Or no, she's been inside him. Wait, that's weird. I didn't know they had that kind of relationship, but yeah, he can't be inside her because she doesn't have a body, but...
Maraza says, remember her not showing up on video and stuff? Well, she showed up looking like a ghost. When did that change? Also, when did everyone become able to see her? I don't feel like rereading this. Yeah, well, you don't have to. Because, I mean, we're just as confused and we're following along with it all the time.
I think she's always been on camera.
No, I don't think so. No, because she shows up as a blur in, like, chapter 2.
Oh, I don't remember that. I remember the first Umakichi chapter when he was in, like, the hospital bed or, the infirmary bed. I could have sworn he took a picture of the ceiling to show that he was in the infirmary, and then he looked at the picture and he saw her.
He saw like a ghoul.
Oh, no, apparition. I don't think so. Yeah.
Well, it was definitely when she was able to leave to go to the beach. She got more like, slowly she's been gaining powers.
And, in terms of everyone being able to see her, we haven't seen that the random students can see her.
That's true.
Because they were looking.
And as Beeperov says, it clearly says in a comment on the video, nice CG. So it implied that the video stuff is moving on its own. So, There you go.
I thought it meant like the hair tentacle CG was good.
So yeah, it's just a floating cup.
No, because she does show up in the video to where it shows her foot disappearing.
Maybe it's just her foot appearing.
I think it's a disappear.
I don't know.
Maybe it's like on command, she can phase it. Who knows? It's manga.
Yeah, it's not real.
Yeah, it looks like everyone's having the same confused argument.
The BG for You channel better be taking notes on this chapter. Also send ghost feet pics.
Okay, well,
you've got him in the chapter.
If we had cute high school girls, we would be taking notes. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
we're lonely old men. We don't have high school girls on tap.
The Hikakin reference, is that your boy?
Well, it's not my boy, but it's the guy.
The Pikachu guy?
Yeah, the YouTuber guy.
Man, I'm sure gonna miss this manga once it's over soon. Yep.
Soon is a relative to
her. Yeah.
Oh, this guy knows. Soon enough.
No, yep. Sometimes when I'm not looking, my feet disappear, but when I look at it again, they reappear. Yeah. There was a guy who had the superpower. The what was his name? The Invisible Dude.
Oh,
from
what was that
Mystery
show?
Men.
Mystery Men.
Yeah. I can only go invisible if nobody's looking at me.
But he could.
Yeah, he could in the end. How are they editing it so well on a phone? That you would be surprised about the video editing capabilities of a modern day phone now. I know a professional YouTuber who doesn't even own a computer. He edits all of his high quality videos on his phone. There's there's even.
I mean, if you're not doing like visual effects.
Well, he was. That's the thing, and you can do visual effects on the phone. It just takes a lot longer.
Oh, I see. But I don't think they were.
No.
In the manga.
I ripped my pants while laughing at the last page. Dang, that was amazing. Which was the last page?
The one where they were on the rooftop, I guess.
Or was it the end page?
Wow, you're so right.
Yeah,
he's laughing. You only have like 100 subscribers. Haha.
Somebody says subbed.
Based.
Thank you, based. Tom just did a dab, so that dab's for you.
They heard the dab.
Hey guys, it's your boy, peeking in, back at it again. Today we're going to hammer some foil over and over. But before we get to it, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're not sub, ring that bell icon. All right, let's go. I don't know how he does it, but that's...
Who knows how he does it?
Yeah.
I don't even know that Hikakin, the real one, does some kind of stupid, like...
I'm sure he does.
It's your boy.
They all do.
I had to throw it in because I can't resist. I love that stupid, like...
Yeah.
Is it a meme? I guess so.
Yeah. Only Reads Romance says, hilarious chapter. Thank you for the translation. You're so welcome.
Indeed.
I'll take full credit.
Yeah.
I do all the work. I swear to God, this is like the 5th time I've seen Jason Statham in a manga. Is he popular in Japan? Yes, he actually is. He is actually one of the American actors that does very well there.
It's like the 5th time you might have seen it in this manga, and not the last.
Yeah,
let me give you a little.
It turns out Rinko is actually the ghost of Jason Statham, who died on set. They were filming a high school romance, and he was like the MC that sat in the chair. They were like, "You don't look like a high schooler," but they did some reverse CGI on him, so that's how he died.
Wow, deep lore.
I don't know, but he's pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I hope her channel was a real channel. Probably not.
Probably not. I don't think she's a real person.
But yeah. Not gonna lie, she has good taste. They can see her now. Yeah, we talked about that a little bit.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah. They always could with cameras. Did you forget how spooked Umakichi was when he turned his phone camera on?
This is my guy. That's my argument.
Yeah, but why he wouldn't be scared of a normal girl.
When she's floating above,
she appeared as a ghoul.
No, you'd be terrified if you saw a high school girl floating above your bed. Terrified in some other emotions.
Well, yeah,
but or at least startled. Okay, maybe not terrified.
I'd be spooked for a minute, and then I quickly come to my senses as the blood rushed out of my head.
You'd come to your senses as the blood rushes out of your head.
Yes,
you'd be removed from your senses.
The natural state of man.
You'd revert to monkey mind.
I am monkey.
Return to monkey.
Well, speaking of returning to monkey, that's where I got to go back to the jungle before the next episode.
Yep. That's what we do in between episodes. We go to the jungle. That's why it takes so long in between each one.
There's not a lot of what's the
internet connection?
in the suicide forest of Japan. That's where
yeah. Well, it's too soon.
All right, guys. What do you mean too soon? It's been going on for decades.
Yeah, but it's a sensitive topic on YouTube. We're gonna get auto banned.
Well, okay. Corona 5G.
No.
Dr. Disrespect.
Yeah.
Like that's all.
I don't know him.
It doesn't matter.
Did he get suicide or banned?
He got banned for no reason.
Oh, okay.
From Twitter. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna cut this out.
Talk about disrespect.
Yeah. Good night, guys.